welcome to another ASMR knitting session. Today a bit different. As for a change, I tried to speak in a soft voice and not only whispering. I hope you do like it. If you prefer having a soft voice, please let me know in the comments. Today I will continue the triangular scarf I started last time. I did some knitting in between, as you can see. So it was just a green color. It's kind of fading to a very light green. And today it's time to change colors again, and I show you exactly how to do so. Hope you get relaxed and see what I mean. This is a very easy and relaxing way. So I show you the thread, which is made out of 4 threads, and you can see the orange starting here, and it's very cleverly made, the transition, so you won't see in the final scarf that there is a transition other than you just see the colors. So I'm starting now. I'll try to focus a bit more so you can see the color change. Very simple, right, stitches here. Now the orange is reaching. You can barely see that there, but it will, when you continue to do so, it will be more visible and then turns into a more orange color before it changes into the blue. Keep it truly simple, as I enjoy it more that way. Don't have to pay too much attention to each stitch. However, you can let your thoughts wander and get very relaxed, even, or able, I don't know, follow conversations, listen to something. And this is the more straight section, so we end with an ordinary stitch here. So the increase is on the other side. Slightly and gently get some more of the thread here. And you need to be carefully pull this tight, so it gets a nice and even surface, edge. And if we continue the rows like that, you see it's still only one. You can see that quite clearly. So it's one of the 4, which is different in color, and that will grow into more orange threads in one row. And with this, the color will fade into next one, which is pretty amazing and will look really nice on the final product of the scarf. of can start seeing this. I tend to have a very firm grip on my stitches, so try to be as regular as I can to have like an even finished surface, which I quite like, and it will look nice later on when you wear it. So if you wonder what this is, not quite sure where to wear it, but it's like a fidget ring I just saw somewhere. It's quite relaxing to play around with that, and also making a little noises together with my like little jingle bell ring here, which I think adds a lovely atmosphere to an ASMR knitting experience. So I always try to let the thread kind of loose. You need to have a kind of a tension here. And I noticed that it kind of depends how you learn how to do knitting. It looks different. Some used to get the thread before or use it from that side. So I learned it like this. And it's probably difficult to switch what you're used to after quite some time. It's not possible, but it's a bit more difficult. It's like learning how to drive on the other side. You can do it, but you have to grow more experience to feel really comfortable with a new way of approaching. And also you need, I don't know if you saw that, but you need to be careful always to get all 4 of the threads, remember, otherwise there will be some thread lurking around, and that's something I try to avoid. So when I come to the end, it's always the increasing part on that side to make the scarf grow bigger. So you come into this stitch here, get the thread here, secure it with your thumb, and then go back in from the back side. Get another thread here and have these 2 stitches made out of one. It tend to be really loose in the end. However, when you turn it around, get some more of the yarn. You need to tighten that as well, so get the right one here. And secure it so that it's as tight as you can go. I'm not perfect in knitting, so please do let me know if there are better ways for that change. It did work for me so far. As these become more equal and even when you continue on. That might take a while now, but maybe do some more so you can actually maybe see like 3 rows of the new orange color included, and then you can get an idea of how the new color changes will look like in the scarf. Let's see where I started. I think probably somewhere more here. So let's go there. The wool itself is very soft and lovely to work with, especially when you're sensitive to scratchy wool, which I am. So I only like to work with wool which is soft and nice to work with. I remember the old days when my granny kept on doing socks out of sheep wool, which probably still some of the warmest thing you can ever knit. However, I wasn't too fond of them, and that hasn't changed. So, soft wool it is for me. I love working with wool, with soft wool, and I'd like to call these times Woolness for me, because Woolness combines wool and wellness. So, as I mentioned earlier, you can let your mind wander whilst doing something manually, which for me is important as a counterpart to an otherwise very digital world we tend to grow in. to get me right. I am happy to grow with it, but you need to stay yourself and keep a balance in life. And this is what this channel is for. Its purpose is to get some balance and calm into your life. I hope I will achieve that at some point. So now you can see that the orange is slightly growing. And see that this one's turning into other color patterns, starting with that green. Alright, so I think next time I will do some knitting in between, and I will try to get through the orange and see you again at some point, and see you again at some parts of the blue line here, so that this is so soft. I don't know if you can hear the softness. So it's really nice. And I would really love to take you with me on that further journey. I will do some painting nevertheless, because I love that as well. But knitting and crocheting is something I really, really like doing, especially when it's more cold and winter, as it's starting to be here. So I hope you liked it. Please do leave me a comment. What's your favorite ASMR trigger? What gets you relaxed? If you like it, do leave me a like. And if you want to see more of that, please do subscribe to